All right, and then your face is gonna appear soon, right?
Oh, that in your live stream? No, that on your screen actually. I'm in this
Oh,
software.
I got
Yeah.
it. Oh, okay, I got an idea. Perfect. I'll go on. You can start right now, and I'll jump on the YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, you can start it.
Okay. Dude, I see. Look, I look. I forgot how to pronounce your name already.
Mejia. There we go,
Yeah, Mejia,
Mejia.
Mejia. I got it, man.
There we go.
Mejia. All right,
Yeah.
brother. Hate butchering people's names, man. All right, Mejia. Got it, man.
All
All right, I'm gonna
right.
count us down, man. Do as you do. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey everybody, welcome to the Timberlake at Night Show. What's going on to my people on YouTube? What's up, Wolfpack? I got a special guest tonight. It's my new friend, Kenneth Mejia. Give it up for Kenneth Mejia, everybody. Now, before we get too rolling into this, as I don't want any problems. I'm gonna make sure that everybody can hear Kenneth. Say what's up to everybody, Kenneth.
What's up, everybody? Everyone
Holla
hear me?
back. I need you guys to make comments if you can hear Kenneth. Let me know you can hear him, man. There's a slight delay, Kenneth, so I'm waiting for them to give me a response. Can you hear us? And look, the people go, they're supposed to be 9 o'clock. We're started. We're here. We're waiting to make sure we get confirmation from somebody on YouTube.
Yep.
Yes, loud and clear. My man Bon Kim says we got the loud and clear go, Kenneth. So let's rock, man. So people, this is great. This is my new segment I'm going to start doing. It's going to be called People Power. People Power. And I'm starting with my friend Kenneth. Kenneth, man, you're doing big things. What is going on, my friend?
How you doing, Tim? How you doing, everybody? I'm doing great. It's good to be here. I just got off of work 5 minutes ago, so it's good. It's good.
It's good, man. So Kenneth, man, where are you?
I am located in Los Angeles, in California's 34th Congressional District.
34th Congressional District, man. How long have you been in California?
I've been in California. I just turned 26 in November. I've been in California my whole life. Yep.
Okay. Man, to be 26, man, that's a beautiful thing, man. Give it up for Kenneth being 26, y'all. Give it up for that. Give it up for you, man. It keeps me young, Kenneth. Keeping me young, brother. So, Kenneth, man, I understand you're running for office, man. Tell me your story, man. I want to know what inspires you. What's making you do this?
In terms of what made me actually get involved in the political process, it was actually Bernie Sanders got me involved in the political process to run. So.
Okay. So that's what got you running. I mean, there are a lot of other things you could be doing. I mean, are there some particular issues that struck to your heart? Like what motivated you besides Bernie?
Well, what pushes me in life through general, even as a kid, was just seeing people growing up and struggling, seeing friends' parents struggling to pay bills, put a roof over their head, or just seeing people living on the streets. That was always something that struck out to me. And even as a kid, I would go out and ask my mom to hey, can I have some money or some food to give to this guy? And then my mom's like, sure. And so I saw Bernie Sanders, who actually spoke about taking care of these people, like single mothers like my mom, or helping the poor, or helping the undocumented immigrants. And I thought, holy shit, there's actually finally a politician who actually gives a damn. And I think many people can relate, because a lot of people were disaffected youth, like myself, who didn't get involved because of the fact that it was already all bad. And so once I saw Bernie and all that, I was like, I could do that too. And I feel like we could help Bernie and all them who are in Congress and actually make policy that actually works for people. So.
Wow, man, you're right, man. That is, it does seem like a big challenge. It does seem kind of daunting. I know when I started looking into politics, I felt the same way, man. Like, why would I talk about this? It seems insurmountable, some of the challenges. Man, your mom, let me back up. Your mom sounds like a great person, brother.
Yeah.
She sounds terrific. She often lets you feed homeless people?
Yeah, I mean, I would ask her, we'd be walking and we'd see people growing up either in San Fernando Valley or in downtown LA, and I was like, hey, can I have $1 or two? And, I just carry that on with me like throughout my whole life. And I feel like my mom, she understood what I was trying to do. Because, if anything, I get my fighting spirit and my compassion from my mother. So.
Wow. Well, I know a little bit of your backstory, man. I checked out you. This is not your first time running. You ran before, right?
Yeah, this is my second time running, actually.
Okay. And what was that experience like running for Congress for the first time?
Oh, it was good. I was actually a write-in candidate, and I campaigned for 2 months. And I was able to receive 1,177 write-in votes in 2 months, and it got less than 2% of the vote. So it was actually really well. It actually laid the foundation and the structure of what, I improved on in this current election.
Wow, man. So you got over 1,000 votes as a write-in candidate,
Yep.
virtually unknown. And that's kind of inspiring.
Yep.
Like if you think about it, like anyone can do that. Like, do you feel like anyone can do what you did, like to just jump in and say, let me give this a shot?
Yeah, I feel like anybody could do it. Personally, what I tell people is I'm no different than you are. You can literally just get up and help people and do things that can make a difference. And if it's running for politics, by all means, go for it, because there are people who have all the experience and policy experience in the world who are in Congress who aren't doing a damn thing. So I say, everyone, just go for it. If you have a good heart and you're driven and you're for the people, then by all means, represent.
Yeah, that's one of the things I've been noticing, like, with all the talk about how much people don't like Donald Trump, for instance, and all the talk about people not liking the fake news, what's like least than Donald Trump and Congress.
Yeah. Yeah, Congress has what, like a 20% approval rating right now?
I think it's in the teens, brother, in the teens.
Yeah.
It's really bad, bro.
It's really bad.
Man, why would you, Kenneth, that's what I'm saying. Like, why would you want to join that team, man? Knowing people kind of don't like politicians right now.
Yeah, and I think it's actually the perfect setting to breed public servants, which is what we want. We're sick and tired of politicians. And this is actually the perfect time to step up and fight back. So that's sort of why I got involved. So I like it.
Yeah, man. And I just wrote down what you said, a word that we don't hear many politicians say: public servant.
Right, exactly. No one likes to be a public servant. They'd rather cater to serving the billionaire class, Wall Street, fossil fuel companies. So.
Yeah, let's talk about that, man. Why do you think they serve these special interests? What's up?
Well, I feel like they serve those special interests because, number one, they get their money from them, especially a lot of people who run for office. The biggest deterrent to running for office are opponents who have so much money, right? And they just want so much power, and what they do is they give tons of money, whether it's through to candidates or whether it's through lobbying in Congress. Politicians cater to them because they want to stay in power. And it's very sad because they use that money to then trick people, in these debates and these when they're out there, they sound like progressives, but they're really not. And I think it has to do more with power. And so I feel like they're not doing it for the right reasons.
Yeah, that's why, like, whenever I have a conversation, Ken, first thing I want to know when I talk to people is, like, why?
Right.
Why are you doing it? You know what I'm saying? Like, what drives you? And when good people like you, Kenneth, who say, it's just from the heart. Like, I see a problem, I want to fix the problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see issues, and I want to be a part of the solution. And those are the people that I love to talk to, man. I don't know, like, what is so tell me about the campaign. What are some of the issues affecting people in your district specifically? Yeah,
so I'm running in Congressional District 34. That is Los Angeles, basically, and that includes downtown LA, Koreatown, Boyle Heights, Northeast LA, like Highland Park. So if you're watching and if you're from LA, it's like pretty much the heart of LA. And there are so many issues. Here in Los Angeles, well, one out of every 4 people live in poverty. That's less than $20,000 a year. You know, 50% of single mothers in this district live in poverty. That's crazy because they have a child and they make less than 20,000. One out of every five people don't have health insurance. You know, this is also an area that has the most polluted city in the country. And it's also one of the areas that has a lot of undocumented immigrants. So there are a lot of things that's going on in this district that hasn't been going well for the past like 40 years. And now it's even, you know, scarier now that you see what's going on with the deportations and all that, and you know, so those are the big things I think that are going on right now. And homelessness keeps growing. So yeah, that's another one.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, how close are you to Skid Row? Because
a mile away.
A mile away.
Yep. It's in our district, and we're out there every month feeding them and giving them clothes and hygienic products. And it's sad because we have over, in just Skid Row, in a mile radius, it's like 10,000 people. You know? Wow.
So, when you say we're out there, who is we?
It's like us and volunteers called We Can Make a Difference, and another group we partner up with is Full Armor Organization, and we go out there, and it's sad, and it's like, to be honest, it's messed up because most of the people there are like African American, and most of the kids there are like African American or Latino kids, and it sort of shows how like systemic it is when it comes to like race and how the system is treating people. So it's messed up. So it's
right, right. Yeah, I agree, man. You know, sometimes people they want to shy away from the issue of it being anything to do with race, you know. But when you look at this, you see the same types of people in the same situation. Well, that's not an accident. Like after a while, you got to kind of like figure maybe this is structural, maybe this is institutional, maybe there's something. Something looks the same. You know, when you look at these cities and you see these issues.
Right.
You know, but So you're out there feeding the homeless. You're giving them what they need, hygienic products, you say.
Yeah.
And what are some stories, man? I need you to pump me up, man. What are some stories? What are some things they tell you when you go out to help people?
Yeah. So you know, when I go out there, one of this guy, his name is Smooth, and he's like, you know, thank you for coming out here. No one ever comes and visits us. You know, we're just regular people here. You know, many of us got involved at a young age in drugs or into gang violence, but it's not our fault. We didn't have opportunity to get, you know, a good education like someone living in the suburbs would, or you have another homeless person there who is just thankful that he's alive, but he's like, I have cancer and, you know, I don't know how much life I have left, but I'm doing everything I can. You know, I lost my home in the crisis. And it's just like stuff like that, you know, when you're out there, it doesn't hit you until like you go home and you think about like how lucky you are, you know, and privileged we are just to have something. So it's sad, and that's like one of the things I want to address in my platform, which is ending homelessness, because there's 560,000 people in the United States, and 120,000 of those people are children. So it's sad, especially seeing all the kids. Like we went there on Saturday and we gave them school supplies, and so you see the little kids, they just run up and they like grab all the books and the crayons, and they're excited. So,
yeah. Wow. Grabbing the books, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Grabbing the books.
Crayons and all that.
That's something you don't hear people say much, you know, too often. They were running up like they were getting new Jordans, huh?
Right.
They were grabbing books.
Exactly. Like we had a box and they ripped it open and they were just grabbing like the Elmo books and it was sweet, but you know, sad. So.
Yeah. No, it's okay, man. People need to know that these are real people, that these people, that, you know, because it becomes abstract, Kenneth, you know, like, it just becomes these people that's over there, but when you have these close-up personal experiences, when you talk about them, you grab people, and that's what we need to do, man. We need to grab these people, man, because they're detached. Too many people are detached right now from what's going on now. So tell me something else, man. What is, okay, tell me about your platform. You talked about that. What is it?
Like what are some
points?
So one of the big things we want to do is in the district is, you know, immigration's a big issue. So part of our platform, we want to provide legal status, you know, for all immigrants, because we believe that, you know, that if we could have open borders to billions of dollars of multinational companies coming in and stealing our jobs while we compete with people in Vietnam at pennies on the dollar, then we should have open borders for people, because, you know, this is our land. It's the people's land, and no one's trying to do anything bad here or like steal people's job. People are just trying to get a better life. So that goes for immigration. Another big one would be healthcare. So we want to guarantee healthcare as a right, Medicare for all, because we're the only country that doesn't guarantee it. A major developed country that doesn't guarantee it. And 1 out of every 5 people here don't have health insurance. So it's a huge issue. And then I say third, another big one would be education. So we want to provide education as a right, like tuition-free public college and university. And like the Green Party, we want to cancel student debt as well. So those are some of the big issues that we want to tackle.
Yeah, big issues. What's the response of the people when you tell them about your platform, people in your district?
They love it. I mean, like, this is literally what, I didn't come up with this. This was from the people in the community, and it's also from our party, like the Green Party platform. So when people are like, oh my God, I had no idea that there was such thing as the Green Party. And I was like, yeah, I used to be a Democrat. And they're like, oh, you? Like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, I love, because, things happen, right?
Yeah. I get the same response when I interviewed Jill like 3 times, and I still meet people who didn't know who she was. So I'd have to introduce them to this woman. I say, I'm voting for a woman. They'd say, who? They say Hillary. I say, no. They say, well, who then? I say, Jill Stein. And they're like, what? So it was an opportunity.
Exactly. Everyone's like, what the hell? Like, we're at the Women's March, right? And then that, how it's like a big thing, the Women's March nationally. One of the speakers was one of the founders of Black Lives Matter Los Angeles. So she's talking and she's like, we didn't get the president we deserve. And everyone's like, but who I voted for? I voted for a female. I think it was something like that. And everyone's like, woo! And it was like, Jill Stein. I was like, oh, snap. And it was like hundreds of thousands of people like at the Women's March. I was like, oh, is that? I thought that was dope. But yeah, no one knows about her or about us. So it's time.
Right. Well, knowing that running as a Green Party, it's different when you get to tell people. That gives you something to talk about. But, what made you make that decision knowing that it would be a little bit difficult, just the awareness factor of not being a Democrat, you know what I'm saying, or a Republican? What made you make that decision?
Well, it's personally as a human, my saying is, real recognizes real, So, like, I could give no damns if you're a Democrat or Republican. Like, if you're not about the people and about their values and about compassion and hard work and fairness, then I don't really care what you are. So I didn't see that anymore with the Democrats or Republicans. Like, I gave the Democrats a chance because of Bernie, and then they sort of screwed him over, and luckily there was someone like Jill Stein in the Green Party there, and I actually looked into it, and I was like, oh my God, well, these people actually are fighting for things that I believe. And it's like, damn, Jill Stein's not holding, like, she actually cares about, like, she cared about communities of color, like she was out there, she was out here with Black Lives Matter at City Hall telling them to fire the mayor because they keep on killing people out here, and it's like, oh snap, like I love that, and although it's hard, like, the way the environment is right now, it's ready. Like how we were saying earlier, like, everyone hates politicians. The people in Los Angeles, especially this district, this is the only district in Los Angeles that actually won for Bernie Sanders. So people, and he's a socialist, so people are ready for a change, and so.
Right. I love that, man. And you're right. I mean, that's how I segued into looking at Jill too, because the party, I guess the policies and the initiatives that she was for, they were just congruent with what I already believed, so it was an easy move for me. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So you decide, okay, green's the way to go, and then we start running. Man, I had Sam Ronan on the show, and he was telling me about impediments to running. Is that something you ran into? Did you get any support? Was anybody like looking out for you? Like, I don't know. Tell me about that. Yeah,
well, luckily last year when we ran as a write-in, we got like a national movement. We just started our Facebook in last year in April, and we already have close to 20,000 supporters. And because of that infrastructure, nationally we have a huge following, but also locally as well. Like, LA is a huge progressive hub, like a revolutionary hub, and because of that, we're able to have like at least 100 people helping us on the ground. and we have like over like 400 people who are signed up to volunteer in phone bank. So it's amazing. So it's hard. We don't have the Green Party like funding because we don't have a lot of money, but we do have the people across party lines. We're pulling Republicans, Democrats, Greens, Socialists, Peace and Freedom people like right now who are registered voters. So it's dope. This is really a grassroots campaign. That's what I'm telling people. We raised $30,000 in 3 months with over 870 donations, and our average is $33. So. Yeah.
Give it up for that.
Yeah, we're polling. If you take out partisanship bias, because these establishment candidates conduct these polls, we're fourth place when you take out the partisanship out of 23 people, and we only need to be top 2 to advance. So, and we're green, and there's 19 Democrats, so you could obviously tell there's a split going on, and obviously we're making an impact by reaching the community. So.
Wow, that is encouraging, man. Look, you said you have 100 people on the ground. You got like, you said 30 people like working with you?
Like 300 people like phone banking. So
300 people phone banking.
Over,
you got
yeah.
people on the ground.
Exactly. Yep.
Man,
yeah, we have
like kicking butt, man.
Yeah, we have like 1,000 people signed up, and we just need to tap into them, you know. So it's just we have 33 days left. So. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know, it was your people, like so. You hit me up on Facebook at some point, but I've been hearing about you for a while. So like, it's not like I didn't know who you were. I would hear Kenneth, you know, and then I started getting these messages like, Tim, you got to bring Kenneth on. You know what I'm saying? And like, okay, then another day go by, Kenneth, you got to get, you know, and it would just keep, and that's positive, man, because I need to know what the people want. I'm like you say, the people create the platform for you. It's
right.
Like what the people want. I'm the same way, brother. You know, so when you run into people like Kenneth, yeah, holler at me.
Right.
I'm usually working, you know, and I may miss somebody, and if you keep hitting me, that lets me know that people are interested. So Kenneth's doing this thing. He's running. Tell me about your challenges. I don't know. Tell me about these people that are in the way of democracy.
Right. So, you know, the people who are actually, you know, winning from these biased polls are actually the establishment Democrats. And the hard part is everyone, when you go to these forums or these debates, or even when you check out their website or their Facebook, you know, they're like, it's funny because they're like, I'm not part of the establishment. I'm like, well, you don't even need to say that. If you say you're not part of the establishment, you're part of the establishment. You know, these people have raised over, in 1 month in December, they raised $200,000, and the other candidate raised over $300,000. And it's not right. And they're receiving these big money from like developers and stuff, people who kick out the community, who build luxury apartments in Los Angeles. Like gentrification is a huge issue here, and when they're out there, they sound like they copying me, you know, like they're copying our platform and stuff, and they want to provide all this stuff. And you know, if they all wanted to provide this stuff like healthcare or single payer, they would have supported Bernie, you know. But many of them are huge like Hillary backers and whatnot, which is fine. But you know, the point is they're deceiving people, and they sound like us progressives who are truly fighting for the people, and it's not right. So you gotta, yeah. My job is to expose them. So if you see, I have some videos up that got viral because at these forums I jumped off the stage and I called out the Democratic Party and the Republicans, and then was like, oh snap! Like I literally jumped off like a 5-foot stage at a forum. So it was. That's the challenges, is dealing with these people who have all the money in the world and who are sounding alike. So.
Man, I love that. I love that energy, man. I love that attitude. And I think that's probably why people were like, you got to get Kenneth, man. This guy's burning it up. They probably saw you jump off that stage.
Yeah.
You know? Man, look, you're right. It's unfair how big money has the influence. And it does piss me off too, Kenneth, that people are like stealing our mottos, stealing our thunder, like, you know, but you know they're not going to do anything with it though. Like it's just a show, because it's true. Like when like pocket lockets and in the hood, and then you cut on TV. It's like you know people that don't know how to do it, but they're doing it. You know, it's like, well, okay, it's cool that you want to do that, but respect where it came from. And that's the way I look at progressivism. It's like these people are really, they don't even want to learn the culture of progressives or the culture of humanitarians. They just want the votes.
Right. Exactly.
So what do we do, man? So what like, I'm kind of at a loss, man. Like, we're fighting this big money. You got these super popular people, basically, because they're already hooked to the establishment. What's the plan? How do we help you win? How do we cut through that crap?
Yeah, so, I mean, what we've been doing, and it's pretty successful, is when we talk to voters, we tell them, what situation are they in, and they tell us usually they're in a pretty, bad spot or whatnot. They can't afford health insurance, or they can't put their kid in school, or they can't pay rent. And then we let them know, well, our party is actually the only party that has on our platform that doesn't receive money from health insurance companies that don't want to use single payer. Or our platform or our party actually supports tuition-free public college education, which is what your son needs, and so you don't have to pay for that. And then we also tell them what bad both major parties have done. We tell them the fact that the Democratic Party took out single-payer Medicare for all off their platform, or they didn't want to include banning fracking, and they're like, oh, I didn't know that, and so the way we are able to get through this is, this LA is a heavily Democratic city, we expose them. And so this is what we do, on these debates, these forums, and online and in person when we canvass and talk to people, is we tell the truth. And they're like, oh my God, you're right. I didn't know, because I only thought there was Democrats and I only see Republicans as bad people. I'm like, So that's how we're sort of making our way through. We're exposing the truth, and we're exposing candidates, and this is how we're gonna win. And we can't let the Democrats or anybody or Republicans co-opt our movement, which is what we're seeing right now. So
yeah. I definitely follow you on that, and I'm wondering. I guess information was doing it. Part of the reason why people say we hit Democrats pretty hard. Speaking for me, H.A. Goodman, we do our show No Sellouts, and people say, Tim, why you always hitting the Democrats? Well, I think that right now we can get the real Democrats to leave and make something new. Because people don't know there's options out there. Like Kenneth, they don't know you're out there. So we got to let them know that there are other options, and that these people aren't what they're cracked up to be.
Exactly.
So let's, particularly for my people, man. I'm a humanitarian, but I recognize the map, and I say, if we can get people to stop automatically voting Democrat, we can blow this thing wide open.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? I mean, I really believe that, Kenneth. I believe the more people we wake up, and you said information. Is that the thing?
Yeah. Education is the most powerful tool.
Education. That's the most powerful.
Educating the voters, letting them know, hey, these people don't represent you. And then we spit out facts only 24% of Americans are Democrats, and 28 are Republicans, and the rest are independents. They're like, what? I had no idea. And it's this is what I'm talking about. This is perfect breathing room for, I even tell people, it's not enough to be progressive anymore. It's time to be revolutionary. So that's what we're trying to do.
Oh, snap. I'm using the term now. Oh, snap,
Yeah, exactly.
No doubt. I was thinking about that meme that runs around with the rap battle, man. That's what I'm picturing right now.
Hey, I did a rap video last year for my last campaign. Got 90,000 views in a week, and I was just like, oh. So I'm gonna put up another rap video probably in 2 weeks or something.
Man, do it, man. Like that's the thing, man. When you grassroots, man, go what they say. What's it? Go guerrilla marketing,
exactly.
Guerrilla campaigning, man.
Exactly.